And drop a two, decided to take some tips to do this more confidently. So basically, we as a whole team, I feel like, in some way, shape, or form, feel like we are maybe not good at this or we're stuck here. Or I think the thing that I can take away and that I can say is I'm a Jewel and I have felt nervous about this and I am intentionally leading with the business, but don't get to Emerald and then decide to lead with the business because you're going to hit a roadblock or you're going to be like me, a Jewel and then not holding rank for years on end, regrowing that when you start to do that thing. So, um, definitely learning all together, taking, tips as we go. But I think that this is something good that is going to be encouraging and hopefully enlightening and helpful. Thanks, babe. To take it and apply it literally tonight when you get off this call or tomorrow because we have an event on Thursday and it's going to be so great to have each of the calls and the events this month centered around sharing about the business. So first I want to read just a little paragraph from this book, Built to Last, that really stuck out to me and I just really loved it. I highlighted it and I'm usually an audiobook girl, but this one I loved to actually have tangible and I got my highlighter out and I read it again because it really stuck with me. So basically, this is by Keith Callahan. He is a millionaire and then some in network marketing. He has a team of 30,000 ambassadors or distributors. And just kind of in the beginning of this book, he stated that he took a 2-week vacation, came back to no one that needed him, and his team grew 800 people. Like, is that not what you envision for a legacy business and time freedom, right? Because in the midst of building what you are going for, it takes a lot of grit, it takes a lot of stickability, it takes a lot of work. But if you are always that integral piece to your business, and if you go on a week vacation and you have scarcity and fear that your business is going to fall, then we're not leveraging this kind of opportunity in this industry the way that we can and should. So just that perspective of what is this that I'm doing and how is this going to get me from point A to point B? First, you have to believe and you have to have the mindset and the belief in the industry. That's often too, I think, where we maybe have some limiting beliefs and things that are suppressed that we don't want to like think about and let, heal and reshape right around the stigma that network marketing gets. But if you declare that you are a network marketing professional and you are proud to be in this industry, write that in the chat. Because right there, I feel like is either going to break a chain that you maybe are fearful of that you're going to be freed from, and then you can shine and be excited that you are a part of the best growing industry that's not going to go anywhere, not affiliate marketing. It's not going to be swept out from under our feet like some of these other things we're hearing and seeing. Like we are Plexus and we are one Plexus. So, anyways, that wasn't part of the notes I actually wrote down for this, but I'm going to read this and I think it's going to be exciting to start our call with this. So, you are offering a gift. You have to write that down because sometimes we feel comfortable talking about the products because we have a story or we, feel like we can just ramble it off without even thinking about it because we've been here for a while and, we studied the products and we have results and we can claim that. But if you're scared to talk about the business, how in the world are we going to grow our businesses and reach the impact and the amount of people that we desire to, or find and create business builders? And the reason I say create is because you're not going to find a person that knows what to do to build a business without you believing they can and showing them how they can. And again, that goes back to belief in the industry and belief in what's possible, but also believing in yourself to be able to attract the people. There are people out there. I don't care who says it's too expensive in this world. There are people out there that are willing to do this, and we have to believe it. So we're offering a gift. Keith says the network marketing industry has the ability to save lives. Don't think otherwise. People live paycheck to paycheck, getting their car repossessed daily, defaulting on their mortgages. People aren't connecting with their family because they're exhausted, they don't have the time, they're stressed about finances, and they need a way to get out of the pressure of their current jobs. In situations like these, network marketing can offer the ability to take back your life. take back your time, gain the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. Write that down. I love this because I can have the freedom to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. And say that boldly, because we could, I'm going to talk about kind of like posting about the business, but we're not going to just like throw it up as like a scroll and earn, monetize your scroll or work in the nooks and crannies of your day. That is not what's going to create a business folder. We need to cast the vision that you gain freedom after you put in the work and you take the control of your time, use it wisely, you're, disciplined, and you can do what you want. You can work your business when you want, or you can't, right? And you work it with who you want. So who is your ideal business folder? I'm going to kind of talk on that in a minute, but that is what we offer. That's what this business is all about. What we offer is a gift that can change someone's life dramatically. Do you guys believe that? It happened for Keith. He says, happened for me. It happened for so many people. And it has been happening for over 100 years in our industry. Network marketing is a proven model to take back your life. Take the step of accepting that gift and start sharing it as a gift, not as something that you're trying to sell someone to hit the next goal in your company or a goal that you personally set. Make it about them. What if you start looking at your network marketing business this way instead of, I don't want to message them. I don't know if they're going to want this.
He knows his offense so well. He knows
They might ignore me. They might get turned off if I reach out to them about this. What if you start approaching others knowing that you have a gift? What if you approach the day looking for every opportunity to share the gift, right? Every day, if you send a product message, why can't you send a business message or an ask to someone, inviting someone into this lifestyle that you live and love and have? Do you see the difference? Make the shift now. You have to understand the biggest obstacle to your success is you and your own limiting beliefs. I'm going to read it again. I put a star by it. See it? You have to understand that the biggest obstacle to your success in network marketing is you and your own limiting beliefs. Let them go, receive the gift, and then give it to others. Your business is that simple. We just have to stop overcomplicating it. So, that being said, if you have sent 5 messages this week, I guess it's only Monday, so in the last 3 days about the business, drop 1. If you haven't, it's okay. Don't drop 1. If you've made a post in the last week, let's say if you made 2 posts about the business in the last week, drop a 1 about the business or your opportunity. Offered to help referral. Awesome, girls. I love it. So like thinking of it this way, like how could we start this intentional focus and how do we monitor it? Like how can we how can we check our progress if we're moving forward? So thinking of it as like if you send 2, if you do, your goal is to do 2 business posts a week. That's 8 times a month you're talking about it. Does that seem like enough? Same with your asks. Okay, I'm going to send 5 a week. You're going to ask 20 people if they are open to your opportunity. And think of it as like a batting average. Like, is that going to, you put some swings out there, you put some balls out there, whatever, you put some bites out there. How much is that going to generate? Just like our products. If we're asking 5 to 10 people, we're probably going to get 1 maybe or a no or 1 response. So thinking of that. But we sell products and we sell our opportunity and we sell our lifestyle. So if we're always leading with our products, why do we have a team full of product users? If we're leading with our business and they're like, I don't know, and we can always default to our products, right? So thinking of that, maybe this is a call for you and you're like, I have no idea. I'm new to this. Like, just know that you, no matter how much money you've made with Plexus, no matter what rank you are, no matter how long you've been here, you can invite someone just as good as I can. And I've made it, to the jewel rank, but invite others to do this with you if you want people to do this with you. It's just that easy. Like you said, you can do what you want, when you want, with who you want. So who do we want to attract? Do we have that idea in our head, or are we trying to post the company graphic, the income potential numbers and expect people to be like, I want to make money. How many times have people done that? Anybody? If you have had that happen, put an emoji in the chat, right? So the pretty graphics of refer one, earn this, refer 10, earn this. That's okay. But that is kind of just like, I think of it as like a worm. Like you're not going to catch a big mouth bass when you're fishing with just an income graphic. Like you're going to have a visual of who are you speaking to? What has this created? What will this create for them? What solution are you providing? And what problem are you solving? Right. So it might be, what was I going to say? I'm kind of going to my next part, which was like posting about the business, but, um, you know, paint the picture for them. Is it fill the grocery cart? You're going to Costco or Aldi and you spent X amount of dollars. You might not put you spent $260 at Costco or Aldi. No one ever gets out of Costco that cheap. But thank goodness for this extra income so that this trip for this birthday party did not hurt our bank account, or like this was not a stressor on my family and I could get the fancy cake and the balloons and the piñata for my son. Like that speaks to a mom who can't do that and wants to do that. Or the basketball outfit, uniform, bag, like I'm so glad I could be a yes mom. Thank you to my income with Plexus, right? Like you're not going to speak to everyone when you talk about your business, but the mom who wants to stay home and doesn't want to mourn her maternity leave and, is a breastfeeding mom and doesn't want to pump in her office, like this can be for you with, so just some ideas of how to bring it up and cast vision. And, it might be you love what you do, but you miss community and you don't have a support system at your current job. Like this can be the community for you. We want you to come check it out, right? We have an event Thursday. You might be talking about filling the gas tank and taking a picture of the pump and saying like, ma'am, I remember when I could fill up for $25. Now it's $80 and whatever. Maybe it's, I have 2 babies in diapers. That was $80. Goodness, I'm so glad that I helped 4 friends get started on their pink drink and it covered my diapers this month or whatever. So, who do you want to attract when you're looking for people to do this with you? Okay, so does it feel comfortable talking about your products because you do it often? Same with the business talks. Set a goal, be intentional, and do it consistently. So my challenge to you, and if you're on my team, you've told me your goal with this. I probably pushed you out of your comfort zone to either do this or, helped you how to ask, what to say. There's no cookie cutter message. Yes, we have some ideas, but setting a goal is the first thing. So if you think, okay, I'm not doing it now, where do I start? Again, maybe do 1 a day, Monday through Friday, 5 a week. Maybe it's 10 a week, or do an ABC challenge. If you're, again, you might have heard that term, going through your current like funnel, but maybe you reach out now about the business opportunity because you've tried them about the products and you just haven't struck an interest. But like now you can go to these people and say, don't know if you've seen anything that I've shared. I know Christmas is right around the corner. Was curious if you're open to learning about how to make some Christmas cash. Curious if you're open to how to create extra income for your family. One thing that I learned in some training with Genevieve is the word opportunity kind of sounds like a big like commitment to people. So trying to just not say this Plexus opportunity, it's like an extra stream of income, an extra avenue to make money on making money online when it's flexible with your family, like doing something alongside of what you do and love to make money, right? Like the Plexus, the sharing side of Plexus, the business, aspect. But for some reason, she just said opportunity is just like a word that kind of turns people off. So even just that one little shift is a tip that I really think has helped me to get some people like curious. I've sent the video that's like, it's 6 minutes. Here's a little bit about what this looks like and what it, how it breaks it down, how it's not a pyramid, how it's not a scam, like how it could be a good fit for you. Just like our products and just how we post about the products and follow up 2, 3, 5, 10 times. Are you following up with people that you believe have business partner potential? Are you following up with them like you do? Or do you feel like it's one time and we say no and we don't go back to it? It's just kind of a rhetorical question, but would love for you guys to like think on that. Expect a no and expect hesitations. Write this down if you're taking notes. And the no, N-O, is part of the no, the K-N-O-W. They're going to tell you no because they probably don't know enough. So it's natural to say no. And honestly, if you have someone that's like, yeah, girl, tell me how to do it. Let's go. Like, we might call them a unicorn. I would say, one of the things I'm going to touch on is like, what do we do when they say yes? Okay, I got a yes. Holy cow. I got like sweaty armpits like now. But expect a no, expect a hesitation, but don't stop the second they're like, no. Because if they responded, like, you might ask a simple question like, well, what's holding you back from taking a look at some info? Or, you know, if you reach out to them and you're like, kind of giving them a reason as to why you're reaching out in a personalized message, like you can spin off of that. Like, do you feel like it's because you're already kind of busy? I've definitely felt that way too, but curious if that's coming up for you. Or I know that you already love health and you're very active and, I think you'd really shine here. Like, what makes you hesitant to take a look? Some, open-ended questions as it's always a good little tip. But drop a 1 in the chat if you feel like clueless on how to reach out. Maybe that's a roadblock to why you're not reaching out about this with, offering your opportunity. Or if you have a good message or something that you like, drop it in the chat too. That would be awesome for those that might be looking for an idea. Otherwise, I'm going to give you a few kind of examples. And I think I did a training on this once that might kind of ring a bell as I say it again. But it is the if I would you format or kind of framework of your messaging. And me, I personally like to voice message with this. This was another challenge that when I was working with Genevieve, she challenged us to do a business ask to her, call her phone, and leave a voice message. And then we also had to send her a Facebook message, voice message, and she would give us feedback on it. So if anyone, kind of on the spot, if there's anyone that would like to unmute and practice, say that I'm a friend of yours that you want to ask about your opportunity. Does anyone want to practice what they might say? If not, I can totally keep talking, but would love to hear maybe one that you've sent this week just to practice. Anybody? Okay, so the post, yeah, point out their strengths. I love that too. That's perfect, Bree. You can message that in a text, of course, or a message on Facebook. But for example, Bree, I don't know if you've seen what I've shared over the last 3 years. But I love working with girls like you who are driven and busy. I know your kids are in sports and you have a huge network. Have you ever taken a look at something like this, or would you be open to checking out some info about Plexus and how it could benefit you? Or, hey, Heidi, I wanted to reach out. I know that you're a nurse practitioner like me who loves health and you're a mom. I don't know if this is anything you've ever considered, but I just wanted to see if you would be open to checking out a little info about Plexus and what it could do for your family. Or, hey, Jamie, I just wanted to reach out to you. I know you're a stay-at-home mom, and goodness, it's kind of like um, lonely sometimes with stay-at-home mom. This Plexus community that I found has just been such a huge blessing, and I wanted to see if that's anything that you would maybe want to take a look at and how we could create some extra cash for your family this Christmas. So obviously I just made those up off the top of my head, but how does that sound versus a message that I texted Jamie and asked her about learning about Plexus? Do you guys feel like, even though I said it on a message or on a live with all of you girls, like I might have jumbled a little bit and I might have sounded a little bit, but I sounded like Allie, right? And it was a human and I was normal and I was heartfelt and my baby was probably crying or, talking, Nora was talking in the background, like make it relatable. Do not feel like you have to be a robot or send something that I made for you or, Sally sent in the chat. Send it to who was on your heart and why you would think that they would be good. And the more you can personalize it, the better. Yes. And sending a text voice thing, that sounds like a crazy thing to say, but like opening up your contact list instead of your Facebook or your Instagram list. Like, when was the last time you did that? I did that challenge in this thing with Genevieve again, and I was like mind blown at the amount of people in my phone book that I was like, like forgot about her. Like I literally have her phone number. Text her, message her, bring it up. Like talk about taking it another step personal, So, and again, if I sent you a short video about the sharing side of Plexus, would you take a look? If I sent you an invite to our next group that shares just a little bit about what it looks like to share Plexus, would you join? Are you open to taking a look at what Plexus offers and how it could bless your family? Or how it could be a good fit for you, and open-ended and bold. And don't say like, I don't know if this is anything you can, like, be confident in what you're offering, because sometimes, like, I feel like it's easy to just, I don't know, like dumb it down or bring it down to a level of like, you're not confident in what you're offering and they can feel it or they can sense it or they can, we want to just be confident and be bold. So when we say do that bold ask, it's like, I'm coming to you because you are a go-getter and I see that and you're disciplined and you are someone I would love to show how this could work for you. So next little tip, a few little ideas, and again, kind of started on it, but wanted to wrap up with what I had written down is posting about the business. So how often are you posting? Do we just wing it? Are we just sharing like the once a month like incentive and hoping that people want to make some Christmas cash? Or are you actually going, inviting people in DMs? Hey, I wanted to send this to you. I know you love your products. Could this cash help you this winter, or this summer? Oh my God, tired. This Christmas, can I show you how we can create this with sharing your story, right? I want you guys to write down 3 business blessings. And I actually have one on my bulletin board. I wrote 15 business blessings. That is going to be 15 ideas that pop into your head of post of how to share about the business 15 times in 15 different ways. And I can just read a few on my list here. But it doesn't have to be that you won a trip or that you ranked up, right? It could be that your side sister made $300 on her first paycheck, with her first paycheck, and she's noticed her headaches gone away, and that's amazing, right? Or you paid your mortgage this month with Plexus, you filled the grocery cart. I kind of said that one already. It might be like you want to go, this is silly and I'm laughing at it. I must have wrote it quickly, but I'm like, I want to buy the expensive Honeycrisp apples and the organic foods and have healthier options for my kids. I know Andrea's kind of talks a lot about that, but it is so true. Like, I want to go buy the $15 Honeycrisp apples and not have to worry about it and buy the, Red Delicious that no one likes. Like, I want to have park days and play dates during the week. Speak to the people that are in that season like you. I want to Venmo friends randomly to spread kindness. I have a community of support of girls who cheer each other on. Like, post about your team calls, post about a chat you're doing that with your friends and some funny things that you guys are saying in it. Post about, a coaching call that you did and share that person's testimony. So just some ideas there. I'm like re-inspired by my list over there. So that's my challenge. If you feel stuck on what to say, like, sit down and think, okay, what has Plexus allowed for my life? Or what do I want it to do? And why am I going to continue to talk about this? That's going to be inspiration for when you go down to sit down and write 2 to 3 to 5 business posts for your week, so that you're actually doing that to generate the views, the eyeballs, the curiosity of those conversations to come in. Sharing business testimonies, right? Flexibility of your time. And again, it's not like this is a side hustle. If you, it is a side hustle to you, that's great. And it can be for many. But if you want a business builder, you're not just going to be saying like, let's make $100. Like you're going to say what, like you're going to cast big vision if you want those big driven people to come to you. And I say this with full love. Like if you're trying to make business builders out of people that you've been following up with for months and months and months, and they can never make the payday work to fit their products in, they're probably not going to be your ideal person to try to build a business with or try to, spark this with. And again, that might just be like, you just take that with a grain of salt, but thinking of it as we can help those people, but who is your ideal person and what characteristics do they have, or that what are you looking for? That's going to help you also be intentional with who you're talking to and the conversations that you're starting. Okay. And another way to post about the business and attract people is speaking to the common objections or fears that people have about what we do and help to shift that perspective, like how to mold the person that doesn't think they had to have time to do this, like to the busy mom, to the person that, is fearing judgment. Like, why would this change? Like, talk about some personal growth that you're doing or a book that you're reading or something that inspired you to go and do this, the unconventional thing. And those are going to be things that open up eyeballs and curiosity for people that might have had those same thoughts to you. Okay. And then you guys have probably heard this a million times. Facts tell and stories sell. So we can share a fact of, right, here's what you can earn in the month of October. That's great. But your confidence and your personalization of, what need is that going to solve? The Christmas, like kind of like I talked about, the Christmas cash, the sports fees, the car up, are you looking for like what need is going to be received on that side of what you're posting? And so kind of telling a story with how you post and what we're sharing, and being in your stories actually is going to help them to, trust you and get to know you. And talking about it there with your face is again going to show your confidence. It's going to create that credibility that you're going to help them, that you're confident in what you're offering. And we're not just putting up a money graphic and claiming, fast cash here, right? We're not doing that. But I think everyone is doing a really good job when they do post about it. I think just us as a team, myself included, doing it more, not thinking that we're being annoying or pushy or, the money talk. I know Heather will say she's trained on a Porsche. She used to feel so nervous and kind of uncomfortable. She never would talk about the money, but she's a stay-at-home mom, retired dental hygienist because of the income she makes, and she can help other people do that too. So she has gotten way bold about it. She's had so many new girls come on. She's one of the best leaders, that we are so thankful to have. And just knowing that it's a mindset to choose your belief in what you're doing and what you're offering, and you're going to bring people that can do it too. Okay, a few other things. Drop in the chat the first word that comes to mind when you think of a characteristic or quality that you see in a potential business builder. Like, who do you want to attract? This is someone that would be your ideal dream teamer, someone like you. I'll say some that I have, but I want to hear some things that you guys think of. I love that, Jayla. That's awesome. It's so true. It's like we all go through different seasons, and having the flexibility to pick up my son at 11:30 in the morning, confident, genuine, determined, fun. Yes, fun. Like fun and social, but they don't have to be social butterflies. They can be introverted, but they can be good, kind humans. Determined, not scared to speak up for themselves, humble, leader, excited to try new things. I love it. What makes a leader, Felicia? What do you think? If you have any other things that come to mind. Confident, loyal, a go-getter, right? Someone that is like you. So someone that is like it. Go make a list of teachers, go make a list of social workers, go make a list of nurses that you worked with, or medical assistants, or NPs, or people that you knew in nursing school or education school. A leader to me is one willing to not follow the crowd, who wants to stand out. Good job. 3 business blessings. Community. Determined. A leader is someone who can show up, the black sheep, and go against the grain. It's so true. Like they're going to be the people that you think are that intimidate you because because they have success in other ways. And so everyone's definition is different. Passion for the things they do. Like I'm going to shout out Morgan. Morgan is like the fashionista, cutest gal, baby doll, Marley, like boutique loving gal. I would say, Morgan, go to all the boutiques that you know, find people that are buying the same clothes you wear, and go talk to them about their cute kids, and they're going to see the pink drink that you're drinking as a mom. Like, I never, maybe not even told you that. Like, there are people that you admire for the work that they do, how they raise their kids, like what they do on the weekends. Go tell them that. Tell them why you're attracted to them and what you like about what they're doing. I wrote down like they're influential, they're hard workers, they're successful in their careers, right? Like you probably haven't maybe messaged a very successful, I don't know, I'm just like saying this out loud. Have you messaged someone that works a 9 to 5, is a nurse practitioner like me, who loves health? Maybe that person hates their job like I did. Never know. But people with large networks, people that are open-minded, people that are positive on social media, health lovers, like people that go to your gym, people that, post recipes. Those are people that might love this too with you. Busy people like Brianna, she's in sports, she has kids, like she has lots of networks that, again, you're going to say you have a lot of people that trust you and admire you for many things. And I think that this could absolutely be something that would be amazing for you. Would you take a look? Disciplined, self-motivated, trustworthy, and fun. Those are all words that I wrote down as those are people that I want to be talking to and that I'm going to be reaching out to, and I'm going to be talking, offering plexus to. And another thing, one more thing, and then we'll wrap it up and you guys can ask any questions, but you must see a vision for that person and speak to that as you show them what's possible. So again, if we're just scrolling and sending this generic message to people and we just don't feel like it's working or we're not getting conversations, like maybe we just need to think on what I said, like who is ideal, what would be like in that person. You will find, you think creatively, you will find those people that fit that mold and that desire, because you get to create a team and work with who you desire to work with. And they might tell you no 3, 5, 10 times, but you can still write their name. I think I told some of my girls this in a big, pink piece of paper with a heart around it. Like this is your believing for plexus list, and you're going to put their names on there, and you're going to pray about their, pray about their business, your business, and the relationships with them, and they'll be on your team one day. I think like Heather said, she has been talking to someone for 3.5 years, and here they are. But doing it specifically with people that you want to do this with or who you want to travel with. Okay, and then someone said yes. Has anyone this week had a yes? Oh, I'm open to info. I think I saw some yeses in the chat about the event on Thursday. If you have a yes, you better be shouting yourself out in the chat. What in the heck do you do when someone says yes? They're open to your opportunity, learning about it. That's going to kind of be for a whole other call, but get on the phone. There's not a send this, do that. They're going to go take off. You're going to get on the phone with them and you're going to listen. You're going to be others focused and you're going to be quiet and you're going to have a couple questions. I'll give you a few of what makes you open to this? Like, what are you looking for out of this? What are you currently doing? What does your day look like? Right? Maybe they don't see their husband, or they're working 9 to 6 and dropping their kids off early, and they want to, whatever. Maybe they want to just drop a day at work and work what they do. Maybe they love what they do and they just want to create $1,000 extra for this bill. What do we need to help them C plexus 4, because that's how the only way we're going to be able to move the needle is if we know what is going to motivate them and what is going to help them when they start to see the normal things that creep in, the fears, the worry. They don't want to reach out to people. They're nervous of feeling judged. They're worried they feel like a salesperson. All of these are completely normal thoughts, and we should expect them. But in order to help someone, we have to know what we are going to help them with and think of it as a 90-day plan. And I'm saying this out loud because the last couple of times, maybe I didn't feel like I laid some expectations and just like an idea of let's do this for 90 days. And what are we going to do in 90 days? It was more like, we're going to get you silver, and that's this much money. And we need 3 friends. And then it was just like, it didn't seem big enough or like exciting. And like, I feel like it was, if it didn't happen fast, they didn't know what to do. So just remembering, like, we're going to work together for 90 days. And here's what I think we're going to do. And we're going to create this $1,000 by helping, here, we're going to have an event. So just like breaking it down. But if we don't have a clue what someone wants, how quickly it needs to happen, and, have a relationship with them, it's going to be hard to bring someone in and build belief and trust with them without having that. So offer the conversation. If you had a yes and you're like, I don't really know, she posted and now I have no idea where she's at, go to your sponsor, go to someone and say, hey, here's what happened. How do I, revisit this talk with this person and get on a 3-way or get on a Zoom with you and your sponsor? And again, break it down. They can help you. But that is like, I think the first missing block of, we think we get a yes and we think they're going to go gold. Well, they don't even know what they're doing. We haven't really helped them. So just knowing you can and you will. But baby steps, like no matter who it is, who's leading them, if I'm leading them, it's still hand holding. It's still the same system. It's post, message, have an event, post, message, let's do it again. Let's reach out. Let's make a list. Let's go dig. Let's, message family. Like there's nothing magical, but when you get interest, like we have to gauge their willingness to do it. We have to guide them. We have to, you can't kick them out of, we can't just send them a board or send them a graphic and be like, here, go do this. Like, know that we have to create the vision by getting on the phone and do the baby steps. But in order to get to that point, we have to be offering it and we have to be talking about it, just like we do our products. If we want to bring in people that want what we have and want to do what we do, got to be offering that part too. So I think that's all I have. I hope it was helpful. What questions does anybody have? What am I doing? I love it. Love that, Morgan. Keep going, girlfriend. All right. Does anyone have anything to add? Otherwise, I challenge everyone, if you haven't posted today, make a post right now. Let's all take a picture, actually. You can turn on your camera, even if it's just for the picture. Please do. And then if we can share a post about the call or use this for another post. Everybody put your piece up. I love it. All right. Cute. All right. And it can be as simple as, I'm so thankful for this community I didn't realize I needed, the inspiration that they give me to go, take into my week, and the support on my pink drink journey or on my support for my 2024 goals, whatever it might be. I think that's all. I'll let you end it since you started and you're recording.